personal. I visited him and gave him the reasons why he's not in the squad. And André is, as everyone knows, a legend. He's a living legend of Ghana.
Black Stars head coach Otto Addo chose his words carefully when explaining André Ayew's omission from his squad for last year's World Cup qualifiers against Mali and the Central African Republic. At the time, many found it justifiable. Ayew was without a club and had endured controversial moments in the previous two major tournaments.
Still knocking on the door here, Gildo this time. Now, what's the referee say here? Is that a penalty? Katamo against the 40. Mozambique back in this.
What I learned about listening, I think there was a question about from which coach I took some this and that. I would never say never as a coach, never. Because I don't know what will happen in next season. The door is always open.
But things changed. In October 2024, the 35-year-old joined Le Havre, netting 5 goals in 12 League 1 starts, the best shot conversion rate of any Ghanaian forward in Europe's top 5 leagues. Still, it wasn't enough to earn him a recall for the final 2025 AFCON qualifiers against Angola and Niger. Without him, the Black Stars have won just 2 of their last 8 matches, leading to a leadership crisis where 3 different players have worn the armband.
He's created this leadership problem, isn't it? Next moment it is this, next moment it is who does it. Even his own organogram. He created his own organogram. He said that he was going to move away from the day. Once he made that bold decision, he said, Partey is my captain. In the absence of Partey, it will be what? Jiku will come what? Kudus. He created an organogram for himself and he messed it up. Thanks to Keto Kreku, who cannot be checked by even the head coach of the team, and he comes and talks to his players anyhow. So there's absolute crisis in our team when it comes to leadership.
It's supposed to be a captain's group, and this captain's group periodically meets to discuss, matters that are concerning the team in terms of goodness, in terms of challenges. They put their heads together to try to. They are the longest arm of the coach, So and if you have a team that does not have captain's group, then it's just like you have a country that has no leaders. It's just like you have a house that has no leadership, and a house cannot stand without leadership.
The absence of leadership is evident both on and off the pitch. Jordan Ayew, frustrated by the situation, even confided in Sudan coach Kwesi Appiah after Ghana's game against them in Accra. But should André Ayew's exclusion really disrupt the team structure?
Leadership group who try to mitigate and solve problems, around the team, who try to organize and put together, team structures and then team discipline and team culture so that the team can move smoothly.
Leadership doesn't start from the captainship. It starts from the head of the technical team. Our technical team has got no leaders. Otto Addo is not a leader. Keto Kreku himself, when it comes to football, he's not a leader. Okay? Maybe he's a leader for Dreams FC, but the platform given to him is completely failed.
Having captained the Black Stars for 5 years after a 12-year apprenticeship under Stephen Appiah, John Mensah, and Asamoah Gyan, Ayew understands leadership. Will this crisis have been avoided if he were still in the squad?
The opportunity of being with very experienced and older colleagues. And so when a player gets the opportunity of playing alongside older ones of this kind, it gives him a proper way of understanding the game and also understanding the culture of the institution. When I talk about the culture of the institution, I'm talking about the culture around the Black Stars and the culture around our own country. And so you cannot underestimate the inputs of that type of a player.
The André's captainship has not gone without issues. I am aware of the indiscipline that went through the Black Stars camp when we went to Cote d'Ivoire. And to be honest with you, if your players can revolt against the coach of the team and players trying to interfere with coach's selection, it comes from the leader of the team. And that's Stephen Appiah, You dare not.
In his absence, Ayew's supposed replacements have managed just 3 goals in 8 games. With the March World Cup qualifiers against Chad and Madagascar looming, does Ghana need a 35-year-old back in the fold?
But players come and go. Just as we were speaking about Stephen Appiah, and then he had the chance of being with Stephen Appiah, Michael Essien, Asamoah Gyan, and co. That tells you that definitely there's a moment of player transition in different phases, and I think that he's gained a lot of experience and maturity around this.
My principle concerning André is simple. It is better he's not given the call back into the national team. If you do the mathematics, if you are asking to bring back André, you are asking the man to come back after 18 good years. I stand to be corrected. You need to be a Leo Messi. You need to be an untouchable, a player who, even at the age of Leo Messi, the world champions of Argentina cannot do without.
The Black Stars may no longer require Ayew's footballing abilities to turn their fortunes around, but the leadership vacuum in the team is a direct consequence of the coach's decisions.